The following is a Just Green production brought to you by the Might Be News Network.
Wow.
You suck, dude.
Wow.
You're terrible.
We just talked
You
about
faked me out. You made me think you were going to do it.
You are terrible.
We just talked about communication. You guys just completely fucked up that whole thing.
This is horrible,
You're
Kev.
bad.
Nobody even knows what this show is called now. You know? Follow us on MBN News.
Bad because you're bad at your job.
Wow. This might be news. It's the week of October 22nd. We're less than 30 seconds in, and I'm already mad at Kev.
Yeah. You're already mad at me.
After such a good episode last week.
After such a good episode last week, you guys are dirtbags. You guys are fucking dirtbags.
If you're just tuning in, Kev wasn't here last week, and it was his best episode yet this season.
You're
Except
a
for the
liar.
episode when he was talking about shitting himself in the Home
Speaking
Depot
of which, I
parking lot.
played that for somebody that was riding with me in my car.
Yeah.
One of my sales reps, and they were dying the whole time. Dude, it was great.
So Kev just comes in here and like makes it look like he's gonna do the intro, like right when
I didn't
I'm gonna
do anything.
You did something. I saw you do
I
it.
put my hand up,
Yeah, you like.
so that
flinched.
means I'm going to
And
take
then-
your
and then-
job from you.
And then he said, "Are you doing the intro?" And you leaned real close to the mic. Like
I thought you
getting
were.
ready.
Dude,
Dude, don't
faked me
be
out.
mad at me because you're bad.
You just made me look like a complete jackass.
You did that to yourself.
That's unfair, Kev.
It's not.
I am a better host than that. Our listeners deserve better.
That's why you're unprepared tonight. Putting no effort in. I came with a point, a late review, and this week in history, and you guys failed.
That's not true.
Period.
That's not true.
No, not true at all.
Let me tell you what happened. Okay, it was a slow news week. We've been doing something. We've been doing something we haven't done yet, and that's stay 98% politics free across the board. We haven't been talking about it. Doesn't mean certainly me. I haven't been paying attention to it, but I pulled together some stories, and when we all get here, we all find out that all of the stories that we're going to talk about tonight were either one of our points, our late review, or like we're totally gridlocked tonight.
Your fault.
But it also shows that, we all have our mind on the right thing.
Yeah. It also shows that like literally 5 things happened this week that we can actually talk about.
Yeah.
You know why?
Why?
Because it's your fault.
Wow. I mean, 2 minutes, 3 minutes in, Kev, and I'm sick of your shit.
All right, let's rock.
I love you though.
Well,
I'm glad you're back. What up, Kev? So everybody. All right, so let me just start this over without the intro. Actually, here's the time. We're just going to start the show over. Here we go.
The following is a Just Green production brought to you by the Might Be News Network.
Hello, everybody.
It's the week of October 22nd, 2018. My name is Taylor Cooper, and this might be news to you. What up, everybody? Yo, double the intro music. That's a win. I don't give a fuck.
I was really hoping you were going to start talking too.
Wait, I wasn't looking at anybody when that was you,
It was
Danny?
me. He leaned in like he was going to talk, and I was
I
like,
know.
all right, we're all
He was-
three going to do it at the same time.
The whole time he was looking at me like, I'm going to fucking do it. I'm going to fucking do it. You didn't fucking do it. I knew you didn't. I knew you weren't going to do it. Whatever. I still did it. Whatever. But anyway. Yeah, we're on Gridlock tonight. So we're just going to talk about a bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? That sound good to you, Kev?
And you still haven't introduced everybody.
my
Jesus
God.
fucking Christ, you suck tonight. Like, for real.
What's up, co-host Kev?
What up, Dan?
What up, Dan?
Hi, guys.
It's like the whole reason I did that, wasn't it? God damn it. You came in here and threw me off, Kev. Oh, my God. Also, I guess I'm a little off, too, because I just saw that Halloween movie, but I'll talk about that late review. That's my late review. Spoiler alert. So, Danny, you got good news? Because I need good news after this horrible beginning.
Yeah, I got good news.
Here we go.
Hey, did you hear the news?
This better be good.
Want the good news or the bad news?
Give me the good stuff.
All right, Danny, season 4, episode 9. What do you got?
So I guess this is kind of good news. Apparently, my wife is going viral.
Oh, yeah.
You guys see that?
Yeah, their video.
So she made a video of her encounter at the doctor's office and posted it up on Snapchat. And she was getting a lot of good feedback from it, and people thought it was funny. So she put the video on, excuse me, on Facebook. Last I checked, it was up to 4,100 views or something like that.
It's crazy.
So she's starting her own vlog, or whatever the hell you call it, and just, the way our crazy lives are, she's got a lot to talk about.
She's a trip, too. The video's funny as shit.
Yeah.
We were talking about on Relatable Radio. Allison's on Relatable Radio. If you don't listen to that show, you should be. Comes on Tuesdays, Might Be News Network. Boom.
There you go. My next story is coming out of Alabama from the Moody Elementary School. It's a video that I posted up on the Might Be News Network Facebook page. Excuse me. It's a video of a gentleman named Eugene Hilton. Eugene Hilton is the janitor for the Moody Elementary School. And he is one of those guys that he treats every student in that school like he is one of their own. He's a father. He's got 5 kids, so he knows what it's like having kids. But he goes through school every day, interacting with the kids, talking to them, giving them fist bumps, and just being a positive role model in these kids' lives. Well, the school decided they were going to hold a surprise appreciation ceremony for him. So they all gathered in the gym. They called Mr. Hilton in and said, one of the kids had an accident in the back of the room, and he needed to go clean it up. So as he walks in the gym, all 1,000 students stood up and started cheering for this guy. They all hand wrote notes to him, gave him cards, and just really showed him that, what he does for that school is very much appreciated and it's not going unnoticed.
The video is absolutely great.
It is.
It's on the Might Be News Facebook. You should definitely go check it out.
It is. It's awesome story, awesome video. It's one of those feel-good videos.
Very emotional.
Yes. And my last good news story is last weekend, New York City's 5 boroughs, not a single shooting. First time in 25 years.
Wow.
I thought that was pretty wild.
Very, very awesome. I saw that and it was very cool.
That's awesome. Not a single shooting in 25 years. Or 4.
Yeah, from Friday to Sunday.
Yeah,
right?
it's been 25 years, and that was the first time.
Yeah, very crazy.
But that was pretty wild.
So, there's one thing that I mentioned on the most recent episode of Relatable Radio, but I saw an interview, or I didn't see it, I read about it, with Michael Scott, Steve Carell.
Yeah.
And he made a comment basically saying that he didn't believe that The Office, like if they were to remake it, do it again, bring Michael Scott back, all of that, he doesn't believe, and I'm paraphrasing, that it would do as well as it did in today's everybody's offended climate. Do you agree with that statement? 'Cause I know both of you guys are big fans. We were talking about this on Relatable Radio, like I said, and I just think it's really interesting because I kind of agree with them. I don't know if there's a huge fan base, though, with that show that I think would embrace it if it came back.
Part of me agrees kind of with that. I mean, there are some jokes that Michael Scott does throughout the series. The one time when Stanley's having the heart attack, he's yelling at him, "Stanley, you're black. Barack Obama's president."
Right.
That kind of stuff would probably... I feel like we've become a bunch of pussies, and we can't take stuff like that as a joke, and people take too much offense to it.
Yeah.
My wife and I were talking about it too. The times that we live in, half of the shit that we grew up on, we wouldn't be able to watch, or they wouldn't be able to make these kind of shows or movies.
Yeah, it's really interesting to think about.
Yeah, I was trying to think about it. I just mentioned this to my wife. I saw something on my Facebook. apparently Kleenex came out with a man-size Kleenex.
Yeah, I saw that.
And they're getting flack from it, and they have to rebrand it now because everybody is crying it's sexist.
Right.
Like,
I saw that.
what the hell is happening?
I think The Office would be better just to come out with like a 2-hour movie rather than a TV show. Not necessarily recap everything
Yeah.
because
Almost like an update.
yeah, not
I
even
would
like
say-
an update.
I would say Michael Scott's wedding.
There you go.
Yeah.
Because that got left. Well, actually, no. Because the final episode, they were married, they had kids, so you really couldn't do an updated episode after that. I mean, you could make a movie on it, but it wouldn't be like almost like a reunion.
That's what he's saying. Like, if you were to do like an hour and a half, like made for TV.
I wouldn't even say made for TV. I think that it would get enough traction to come out in the theaters, but I don't think that the TV show would do as well. I think he's absolutely right. It wouldn't go 9 seasons, 10 seasons, or wherever it went
nine seasons, 164 episodes.
with what today's day and age. But I think everybody would come out the woodworks to go see the Office movie.
Right. Entourage movie did good.
Right.
You know, that's right. I have a list that I found online, cinemablend.com. They don't pay us. But I found a list, the top 5 most offensive shows according to some poll. Okay. Any guess? Can you guys guess the number 1?
Roseanne.
Danny?
The number one most offensive show.
Number 1 most offensive show.
When was this list put together?
Recently.
So is it current shows that are out right now, or like
Some
old
of them.
shows?
Some of them. And yes, some of them.
I'm gonna have to go with the Tim Allen show that was taken off TV.
Last
Man
Man Standing.
I'm gonna have to go with that show.
Okay. And you said what, Kev?
Roseanne.
Roseanne. Neither one of those is in the top 5. You want to guess again?
Mm,
The View.
Okay. No.
I have no idea.
No? All right.
No clue.
I hate The View.
Number 5, Married with Children.
Okay. All right.
Number 4, which I'm not very familiar with because it was a little bit before my time. All in the Family.
All in the Family. That's a good one. That's Archie Bunker.
Archie Bunker, yeah.
Dude, completely openly racist.
Openly racist. Yeah. They called it, like, I was reading an article. It was like he was, quote, like America's bigot or like something like that.
America's
Lovable.
favorite racist.
Yeah. Number 3, Jerry Springer.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I haven't watched Jerry Springer in forever, but I assume it's the same thing that it always was.
Okay, whatever.
Well, like, as far as like language is concerned, just the fighting.
I mean, I know growing up, my mom would get pissed off if I stayed home from school sick and she caught me watching Jerry Springer at 11 o'clock.
Yeah. Well, because it is. It's not necessarily.
I mean,
it's not for kids, right?
But
So, and some of the stuff on there is just outrageous.
yeah,
Like I said, I haven't watched it in a long time, but I assume it's exactly the same. Just crazier people now on different drugs and shit, right? Number 2, this one kind of caught me off guard, but I guess it makes sense. Family Guy.
Okay.
yeah, I can see that.
That's a pretty offensive show.
That's very offensive,
They go everywhere with that.
and they go hard.
They go
too.
hard.
Yeah,
So the number 1 most offensive show, South Park.
Yeah.
yeah. I didn't even think of South Park.
Well, see, because it's like Family Guy, but just like step way, like up,
Yeah.
further.
I hate that show.
Yeah, like Family Guy's the Target, and South Park is Walmart.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Dude, I hate South Park.
You're not a South Park fan?
Not entertaining at all to me.
Really?
Yeah.
it was when I was a kid growing up.
Yeah, when you were a kid because you weren't allowed to watch it.
Right. I remember that they
Yeah.
they even like banned the South Park T-shirts when we were going to school. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I had a shirt that I wore to school said I killed Kenny.
Yes, I had one with Kenny on it as well, and I couldn't wear it. After
Did they make
said
you
that.
go in the bathroom and turn it inside out?
No, this was like, dude, I was in middle school.
Middle school.
Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoyed South Park. I still enjoy it, I guess, to a point. Like, but if it's just a marathon on Comedy Central, chances are I could only last an episode max.
Dude, I'm not even stopping if I see it's on.
Really,
not even stopping. I
don't know.
that
I mean,
show.
if there's something that's like big going on in the news, South Park's the first one that goes after it. South Park is Saturday Night Live. Actually, I'm surprised Saturday Night Live's not on that list.
yeah, true.
But South Park goes after it, and I'll look for it if it's something that I think would be funny. But
I kind of want to like. They really only just gave us the top 5. I'd like to see further than that. I'm curious, like what else lands in the top 10.
yeah,
Well, you were saying that you when you were homesick, you would watch Jerry Springer, or your mom would get mad at you if you saw that. What was your favorite show to watch while you were homesick?
Price is Right.
yeah.
Price is
Price is
Right.
Right.
Bob Barker.
Yeah,
Have to
dude.
be, yep.
Price is
Did
Right.
you know that is the longest running TV show ever?
I believe it. Is it still Drew Carey?
Yeah,
It is?
still Drew Carey. Yeah,
He does good. I've seen it a handful of times because I still like when I'm off. I didn't today. I was off today, but I sometimes watch it
yeah,
when it's on. If I see it,
absolutely.
because like he does a good job.
Yeah, Drew Carey's come a long way.
Yeah,
I remember when he first started doing that, and it was kind of iffy, but he does pretty good now.
he's no Bob Barker, but he's good.
No.
He's good.
Nobody's going to be Bob Barker.
Nah, dude. That guy makes he's paid in the shade, dude.
Dude, I went on. I was just curious one day, and I went on to YouTube and I looked up an episode from like the early '70s, mid '70s of The Price is Right. And I was just watching it. It's corny as hell, but they had fucking brand new cars on there for like $1,700.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Wow.
Are you kidding me? But
It's also funny to see how many famous people have been on The Price is Right before they got famous.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's great. Like it never changed. Like, and it still hasn't. Like they've come out with like new games and everything, but it still has that like super retro vibe to it. You know what I mean? That made it what it was.
Come on down.
Right.
Have you guys seen the episode where that one? I guess he was almost like a hippie was on it, and he came down and they were trying to figure out the price of something, and he goes, "I know exactly what that price is," and he nailed it to the freaking penny. What the price was. I've been watching you for 25 years. I know every price of everything on this show, and he won the entire showcase.
Wow.
There's actually a documentary on a guy that studied I think it's on Netflix or Hulu, but he studied all the prices for years. And there's all this footage of him sitting in the crowd. He only got to be once you become a participant, you can't be a participant ever again
Oh, really?
through your lifetime.
Wow.
Wow. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
But there's all kinds of footage of him being there. He went several times and he's screaming out the right prices. He's a computer programmer, and he made this program where it would quiz him on these prices of all this stuff. And he actually got up there once, and I'm pretty sure he won it all. Like won it all to the T. Like right down to the exact dollar.
That's nuts.
Dude, it's to invest that much time. Absolutely. That's
You
nuts.
deserve to win if you invest that much time.
Yeah.
You deserve it.
You like learn how to break the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like these guys who like, learn how to like beat video games like super fast, or like pinball wizards and shit. People who like have it down to like a science to
Right.
where they just destroy like arcade games, whatever.
Or those guys that are really good at poker that know exactly like what cards are left out.
the
there.
card counting and
Yeah.
stuff like that. It's nuts. So I have two more other things that I want to talk about before break. One, we're going to have a Friday podcast this week.
Oh, shoot.
Starting the interview show, which I decided to title "Let's Talk About It." And yeah, thanks, Kev. Appreciate the support. So working on that, and I'm also actually working on another show. It's going to be a bi-weekly show. So we got a lot of stuff going on.
It's awesome.
A lot of stuff going on. Now, this let's talk about it's not going to be an every week thing. It might not even be a bi-weekly thing. It's just pretty much whenever we have somebody that's interesting that we want to talk to. This gives us unlimited or, an hour more time than 20 minutes to talk to them. I just recorded a really cool interview with a girl that runs a very, very interesting hip hop kind of marketing / blog site called I Still Love Her. Her name is Vanya. She's from Berlin, Germany. Talked for a while today about all things hip hop.
Was she in Germany while you were talking to her?
Yeah. It was an international interview.
That's dope.
It was dope. Very dope. It was a very cool conversation. And I learned a lot from her that about her taste in hip hop and the process behind what she does. Very, very interesting. Towards the end of this episode, we'll play a little clip from it. It's fine. But tune in Friday for Let's Talk About It. It's going to be awesome. Next thing I wanted to talk about is a very crazy story coming out of Wisconsin. Okay? There's a missing 13-year-old girl. Her name is Jamie Kloss. Have you heard about this, Danny?
Yeah, I've been following this story.
This is fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Okay?
Really nuts.
Really nuts, Kev.
Have you heard about this, Kev?
No?
I've heard the name, I feel like.
You've probably seen her photo shared around Facebook. It's being
Okay.
shared like all over the United
This is a
States.
crazy thing. The FBI has expanded nationwide its search for a missing 13-year-old girl whose parents were found murdered in the state of Wisconsin. Officials believe Jamie Kloss was in the house in Barron County where her parents were shot dead on this past Monday. Information about the girl, who is believed to be endangered, has been posted on digital billboards in all over America. A search in Wisconsin involving more than 200 FBI agents and volunteers has so far failed to find the girl. The FBI and police have already received more than 800 tips on the phone hotline. Her picture is all over the internet. Look up this girl. If you hear anything about it, see anything about it, say something about it, because this is a very, very crazy story.
They believe they have security footage of her at a gas station. They pull up in like a black SUV type Jeep vehicle, and a male subject gets out the passenger side door, and they said it believes it looks like her in the back seat. So it's almost like somebody went in, killed her parents and then abducted her.
Jamie Kloss's parents, 46-year-old Denise and 56-year-old James, were found shot dead in their family home this past Monday. Police say a 911 call and evidence from the address suggests she was in the house when the disturbance took place.
Damn.
On Tuesday, Barron County Sheriff Chris Fitzgerald said emergency services received a call from a mobile phone and heard a disturbance in the background, but no one spoke to them directly.
So she was watching this happen. She called 911 and just left the phone down.
Yep.
That's
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking nuts. The missing teenager has been described as being approximately 5 foot tall, 100 pounds, green eyes, and strawberry blonde hair. Look her up, because this shit's crazy. The more I read about it, the crazier and crazier it is. I can't fucking imagine.
Share the photo. I mean, I understand we're recording in Pennsylvania, but you never know. Share the photo.
Well, they're expanding this shit nationwide.
Yeah.
They have no idea. And that's the craziest part about it. They have no idea where she is. So
hopefully one of the 800 tips that came in, can kind of point them in the right direction.
Right. Another thing I wanted to talk about, Kev, I know you're excited about this. This totally changes gears. But Friday, Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out.
Oh, shoot.
Yep. We posted the launch trailer for that on the Facebook, on the Might Be News Network Facebook.
Thinking about not even getting it.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
What do you think? You're going to get Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is that what you're thinking? getting pretty.
So,
The Call of Duty 4.
dude, my brother-in-law already got the Call of Duty 4. He let me borrow it last weekend.
wait, it's Black Ops 3 is what we're talking about.
Black Ops 4.
4.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
It came out last weekend. And he let me borrow it over the weekend because he just didn't get any time to play it because he's got a newborn at home and everything. But Fortnite is the big craze.
Yeah.
This is Fortnite Battle Royale, but Call of Duty first person. And you can't build all that stupid shit. It is
See,
so
I don't
dope.
understand the building shit in Fortnite.
Neither
Like,
do
I
I.
watch
I
people
can't do
play,
it.
and I'm like, it's just too not. I don't know. I like the more realistic games.
Yeah.
Like the Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I mean, I know zombies isn't realistic. That's what I usually play in Call of Duty. But, you know.
Well, that's the other thing that's fucked up about this Call of Duty. In the Battle Royale mode, there's pockets of zombies that you got to outrun
Get the fuck
while you're
out.
battling 100 different people.
Wow. That's pretty crazy.
Dude, it's nuts. It's great. You can do solo, you can do doubles, or you can do quads.
Okay.
So it's pretty freaking
So my
sweet.
son for Christmas, he asked for the PlayStation 4 so he could play Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
You can play it on the Xbox.
Well, see, the one wants the Xbox so he can play Halo 5, and the other wants the PlayStation.
Halo 5. I don't remember that one.
I haven't played an Xbox.
Just get him
in
the
forever.
Master Chief collection.
Yeah.
That has Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4 on
He
it.
has them all.
Oh.
He has them all.
Oh.
Don't get me started.
Which one? Blake or Landon?
Blake is like the Halo master. He's got a full outfit, including gloves, guns. He's got a legit helmet that lights up and everything.
Oh, that's so dope.
Loves it.
That is so dope.
Loves it. So yeah, he wants the Xbox One, or the newest Xbox that's out, whatever it is, so we can play Halo 5.
They're coming out with a Halo TV series.
Red versus blue.
No. I'm looking it up right now because I forget which channel it's going to be on. But they're coming out with one. I don't know. I think they're just like, oh, it's Showtime. Showtime it's going to be on. Yeah, I got that
You
fucking
got that
bug.
fucker?
Yeah, I got
Yes.
him. Yeah, that motherfucker. But yeah, that's going to be pretty wild. I don't know. I enjoy PlayStation and I've heard really good things about the Call of Duty. But I'm all over Red Dead, dude. Getting that shit.
You've been waiting for it for
Years and years and years.
yeah,
Years and
been
years.
a long time.
And eventually, I assume they haven't announced it yet, but eventually they'll probably have a zombies mode because they did that with the first one.
Were you playing that at Prospect? Is
Yeah,
that before that?
I think it might have been before that, bro.
That's crazy.
It was a while ago that the first one came out. That was PS3.
Wow.
Yeah.
I still play the Black Ops 2 zombies
Do you?
all the time.
This zombies looks crazy. I watched the trailer for it and it looks wild. It's crazy. Did you play like the all out
alright.
zombie mode?
It's all right. I let Cole play the zombies because this Call of Duty, you can turn off all the gore and everything.
Oh,
so
really?
It's just shooting stuff. I mean, it's not.
Okay. Can you run up walls and shit in this one?
No. This is boots on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good because I didn't like that when you could do that. in the other
I
one.
hated it. I
Shit
was
was
getting
dumb.
murked
Yeah.
like so bad.
Shit was dumb. Yeah, I'm all over Red Dead Redemption. Looks dope as shit.
Yeah.
Looks dope as shit.
It does look dope, but I just think I'll have way more fun playing Call of Duty.
I think I saw somewhere in there that the campaign's like 60 hours.
Yeah, that's stupid.
All over it.
Not playing that.
All over it. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have some makeshift version of What's the Point in Late Review because, again, it's the gridlocked episode. We don't really know exactly what the fuck we're talking about. So we'll be right back after this.
Check out Relatable Radio on the Might Be News Network.
On iTunes and SoundCloud.
New episodes every Tuesday.
Oh!
This is a mom confession. All right, I forgot to pick Landon up from school.
Only one day?
One day.
Okay.
All right, but I was at the bus stop. I forgot to pick him up at school.
So you were
So
making an
I
effort.
was-
It's not like you were out partying.
Right.
You were- yeah.
This is ruined.
Mhm.
And it's bringing up,
You know, in 30
don't-
years,
you don't-
he's going to bring that up to you.
it was awful. Like, I was 30 minutes late, and the teacher's like, oh, I told him you were late because you were probably going back to school night for your kindergarten. I was like, yes. Yes, that's the night.
Oh.
That's exactly why I was late. I was watching Ellen. No.
No, of course
No,
not.
I didn't make coffee and sit on the couch. No, not at all.
Welcome back to Might Be News, Season 4, Episode 9. It's crazy. We've been doing this already for 9 weeks, isn't it?
It's nuts.
So, we, when we got together tonight to record, my point is Danny's late review, and Kev's point was one of my news stories.
And my point.
Yeah, and your point.
Yep.
So let's just throw it all out on the table. No fucking intros, no nothing. We're just gonna talk about shit, review some shit. Do each of you have a review?
Yes.
My review was your topic.
Is my point. So let's just get into that first.
Okay.
My point tonight was that the Roseanne spinoff,
The Connors.
The Connors, started this past week. Kev, did you watch it?
Mm-mm.
Danny, did you watch it?
I did. I watched it today.
I watched it. I just watched it the other day. I don't remember what day it was.
Was it any good?
Yeah, I guess. I didn't watch it when it came back.
What was the storyline for her not being there?
she
That's the kicker.
she overdosed
On
on
Opioids,
painkillers.
on painkillers.
what?
Yeah. Spoiler alert. It happens in the first 5 minutes of the show, so fuck
Yeah.
you. They thought that she died of a heart attack, right?
Yeah.
And then like 5 minutes into the show, they find out like she's got stashes of pills all over the house. Because she apparently had a like kind of a problem with it. She had knee problems or something.
Yeah, so
So they took all her pills away or something.
yeah, so she had knee surgery, and her husband said that she was really starting to pop pills, so he threw all the pills in the toilet.
And then they found some in her closet. They found some in the freezer. They found some in this drawer. They found some over here. And yeah, she died of a apparent drug overdose.
They almost tried to make light of it. Like they almost tried to make it into like a joking matter. Like the one daughter, they were going through her closet, and when he brought it out and said, "Hey, you know, the autopsy results came back and she died of an opioid overdose." And then he was like, "I don't understand. Like I flushed all of her pills." And then the one daughter pulled out a bottle of pills and said, "Well, I found this in her closet." And it wasn't even prescribed to her. It was prescribed to somebody else. And she was like, well, shit, that was the only thing I wanted out of mom's closet was her pills.
Yeah. So I read an interview with I forget the kid's name. What's the son's name?
DJ.
DJ.
Yeah.
Right. So it was that actor, and he was like, you know, the producers and the writers, I guess, chose to do that because they wanted to bring light to something that is a big deal in America, right? And which the show does. They tackle current issues in their own way. My thing with this is that it's like so ironic to me, and kind of like, even if it's not deliberate, it's definitely a slap in the face, because her problem is this tweet that happened because she was on pills of Ambien. So she says.
So she says.
So it's just this crazy thing. I saw on HBO, they have the Vice News tonight, and they did a little segment. They showed Roseanne and what her life is like now. And she's just chain smoking cigarettes, doing next to nothing, very depressed. And it kind of made me feel bad for her. It's a shame. It's a shame that she said what she said. There's nothing that can take away from the fact that what she said was dumb and wrong. But her thing is that this was her life's work, you know, and it's gone now. And she's
It was her life's work.
Yeah.
I mean, this show was named after her.
right. So it's this crazy thing. Danny, what would you rate the first episode of The Connors?
2.
2?
I thought it was horrible.
Not a fan.
Not a fan.
I would never watch it again.
So Allison grew up on Roseanne.
Sure.
I watched Roseanne as a kid. I wasn't as into it as she was. So we sat down today when all the kids were at school and we decided to watch it. And within 10 minutes, we wanted to turn it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was bad. I'm not a fan. I wasn't a fan already. You know, I couldn't care less when it came back, kind of thing. That's just my personal preference, you know.
Like they had the whole intro and everything that was like to the old Roseanne, and at the end they have that very characteristic laugh of hers. They even cut that out of
Right.
the Connors.
Yep.
Everything.
Yep. I'm curious to know like how often she's brought up. I'm curious to know like where it goes from here, but not curious enough to keep watching.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. I mean, I'm curious too to see what happens, but I'm not curious enough to make sure that I tune in every time it's on. I got better things to watch, like The Purge.
Yeah. Which Jackie watched. She's caught up.
I'm so glad she started watching it.
I plan on it. I'm just gonna wait until it's over though. I binge stuff now. It's just my thing.
I can understand because, you know, every week I feel myself really wanting to watch more and more and more of The Purge to finish it, but I can't because I'm watching it week by week.
Right. What was your point, Kev?
The lottery.
Okay.
The fucking lottery. Like, are you kidding me?
Mega Millions.
$1 billion.
Mega Millions and Powerball combined are to pay out over $1 billion.
It's crazy.
Over $1 billion. I think Mega Millions is up to $1 billion and Powerball is at like 600 million or something like that. Absolutely ridiculous.
Big money.
Big money. Dude, could you comprehend like if you realized that you had the winning ticket? Could you even deal with it?
No.
What would you buy? Like
A lawyer. First thing I would do is call a fucking lawyer.
and an accountant.
Yeah, straight up. A lawyer right away, and then his accountant. I want his accountant.
Yeah.
So technically, like not this isn't a technically, but with that amount of money, if you were allowed to, you could buy the White House. $420 million.
I saw a thing that said if you win it, you'd be richer than Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I have the stats right here. It's $1 billion right now, but if you take the lump sum, the estimated cash is $565,600,000.
Isn't that nuts?
Which I'm taking.
That's for the mega.
Sure.
So if the Powerball's up to $470 million, estimated cash is $268,600,000.
Which I'm taking.
So I'm in a pool with a whole bunch of guys at work. There's like 14 guys of us. And if we hit the mega, which we play, we each get $40 million still.
Still.
Well, I mean, there's 14 guys.
Well, they're going to
Yeah.
tax each of you. So you're going to get like 27, 30
now see,
million.
that's the estimated cash after taxes. So
And that's if you take lump sum.
that's if you take the lump sum.
If you take the what is it?
No, the estimated payout that's on the website is not before taxes. That's if you take the lump sum because every state is different with taxes.
So they're still taxed to 500.
They still tax the
Oh,
500.
fuck you guys.
It's nuts, isn't it?
So basically, the way you look at that total is if you take the lump sum, boom, cut it in half, and then taxes, boom, cut it in half again.
I wonder what your tax return would be
You're not going to have a tax return.
after that.
You're not your tax return is for when you work.
Right.
That's what your tax return is for. You're not going to have a tax return.
They're not going to get it. You're not going to get any of that back from that.
No.
No, I don't know how it works.
So I think it was 6 ABC. They had they put something up today about, you know, winning the lottery sounds nice and all, but at the same time, it's not really all it's made out to be. And they started giving you like things like this is what you should do first. And then I was talking to Allison about it, and I said, you know, we have a year. If we hit, we have a year
To claim.
to claim,
Yep.
but there's only 6 states that don't release your name. Pennsylvania's not one of them, so your name gets released within a year. So you have to move. said, because people are going to come after you. I said, I looked up a story about all these lottery winners that were murdered from people going to their house looking for the money. Like,
these assholes think that you have it in your
Exactly.
house.
and I tried to explain that to her, and she's like, well, you're not going to keep it in your house. No, but, you might have a safe with, $100,000 in it for an emergency or something like that. Because
What kind of an emergency needs $100,000?
listen, if you have that much money and you can just say, hey, I got $100,000 sitting at home in my safe, I'm gonna fucking do it. I mean, shit.
Dude, I would have stacks in each pocket
Well,
at all times.
Yeah.
Would you just pay for shit in straight cash?
Yeah. Why not?
Just throw it at them?
Yeah. Dude, I'd have a dude.
Smack them in the face with it?
I already know I would have I would go out, buy a house. I would stay local. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, I would stay local.
I'm going to stay local, and I'm going to build a big ass fence around my property.
Just a straight compound?
Compound.
Yeah.
Compound. Son.
Motion activated, like spotlights and shit?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Up. Yeah.
And a fucking hired guard that is at my fucking front wherever all the time. All armed guard.
Yeah, we were talking today, and I said the same thing. I want a house, with a huge wall around it, and she said, "Well, the boys, they're going to get lonely not having kids to play with." No, I'm taking all the neighbors with me. We're getting this like 50-acre compound, and each one gets 10 acres, and everybody's on this big compound, all fenced in.
You're absolutely right. Yep, that's how you do it. I mean, dude, you got to take the people with you that were there with you before you hit the lottery.
Absolutely.
Like, what if you just change your name? Like, what if I was just like, I won and I would just Trevor Cooper?
Well, actually, the one link said that you can create an LLC and have the money go into the LLC so your name doesn't get released. So you can actually make the Might Be News Network LLC,
right?
And then your lump sum right into the LLC.
Goes right into the LLC, and then I automatically get a third of it.
That and nonprofit organizations. So you can actually make a nonprofit organization. You have a year to get it, finalized through the IRS and everything, which is a pain in the dick.
And then you don't have to pay tax. Because it goes in through a nonprofit organization.
Because I have a nonprofit organization for my brother's softball tournament. We have a 401c and everything. Guess where that money's going to go?
Wow. More money. That's crazy.
I would have so much fun.
Yeah, I'd have a blast.
Okay,
I love Daniel Tosh's line. I love it, and I will always stand by it. Everybody's like, do you know how many problems that are created with all this money? Do you know this and that and everything else? And I always go back to his line. You say money can't buy happiness. You ever see anybody frowning on a jet ski? Come on now.
Yeah, true.
But I understand, like, getting a financial advisor, getting a lawyer, and all that stuff first. What is the first thing you would buy? First thing you would buy for yourself?
First thing that I would buy for myself. Realistically, the first thing that I would... So does that include like putting money aside, or...
I'm talking like your first big purchase. Like, I have my first big purchase, which would be a 2019 Shelby F-150 pickup truck. 750 horsepower, so I can get away from all the haters. Gone. That's my first big purchase. I mean, it's $109,000.
Yeah, and I know you're on the same track with me, but the way it goes is I'm cashing the lottery ticket, cashing it.
Well, you got to write your name on the back.
Write your name on the back. I'm taking it to fucking Harrisburg, so I don't have to fucking mail it there and wait. I'm driving my ass to Harrisburg.
I would not mail it there. Fuck that. I would not trust any mail truck.
Hand deliver.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to Harrisburg. I'm getting my check, getting it deposited wherever it needs to get deposited from, because I'm having a lawyer and having a financial advisor there, putting money in my boys' fucking college fund, then I would get a truck of some sort. I don't know what yet.
So that would be
love
your first
the Ford
big
Raptor.
purchase is a truck.
Either a Ford Raptor, a fucking F-type Jaguar, or a fucking Lamborghini.
We could race. I'll race you in my Shelby F-150 pickup truck.
Well, I'll buy both of them for when I win, and then I'll drive both of them away laughing at you.
What the first thing you bought? First big purchase. I'm not talking like,
First big purchase.
Can I take a wild stab at it?
Wild stab at it.
Studio.
That's half right. So the first thing first big purchase, ballin' ass house, but it would be comfortable. It wouldn't be, a modest mansion. Okay. Nothing like crazy extravagant, but I want a big bathtub. I want a bathtub, and I want a dope house that's halfway between where we're at right now and Philly. And I would, it's got to have the fence. You know what I mean? That's got to happen. And definitely a state of the art studio somewhere in the house,
chill.
the basement, whatever. But because straight up, I would just dump everything that I could into what we're doing here.
Yeah.
But besides that, definitely, and I would do all that straight cash. I don't want any interest. I don't want a mortgage. I don't want anything like that. I want to pick the house that Jackie and I would want to be in for the foreseeable future.
Oh, absolutely.
Something that we might even leave the kids, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because why else pay for it straight cash? I don't want to have to pay for it ever again.
Dude, when you have that much money, you don't have to worry about anything. You can put that, say you have a house. It's I guess you don't even need credit at that point.
No, because you pay for it all at once. You have your black card.
But you're still building you're still building credit when you're still paying for it.
Well, you wouldn't. Everything would be paid off. So your credit.
I don't even care. Because at this point, I would just buy the fucking house, no mortgage, no nothing, blah blah blah. Because I'd still have bills. You know what I'm saying? I'd still have to pay a phone bill. I'd still have to pay electric. I'd still have to pay all those things,
But that would
affect
be your
credit.
only bills.
But that would also increase my credit because I'd never have to worry about it. None of my bills would ever be late again.
You could.
Why would they?
That's when you can officially go and call them and say, "Yeah, put me on the auto draft."
Right, for real. Because right now I have half of my bills like that. The other half I'm just
I'll call when I'm ready.
Yeah, I'll probably just have to put that $10 off for fucking Hulu or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just in case. But no, for real. That's the kind of shit that I'm talking about. I would just
never have a worry again in the world.
Yep.
Well, when it comes to money,
Seriously,
kinda.
your only bills would be your utilities. That's it.
Yeah.
And taxes.
Taxes, right.
You got to pay them once a year.
Right.
But that's chump change.
Yeah.
What's your late review, Kev?
My late review, I've been hooked on the show on Netflix called The Carbonaro Effect. Have you guys seen it?
Dude, I've watched almost all of them.
Dude,
it's still on TV.
I love that show.
He's great. He's great.
So he's a magician.
Okay.
And he presents these just scenarios to these people, and just to watch their reactions is absolutely hilarious. He was at this burger place, and this woman ordered 20 burgers, a drink, and a fry or something like that. So he comes over to the counter with this little sandwich bag, like a brown paper bag that you pack your lunch in to go to school. And she's like, "There's 20 burgers in there?" And he, for real, with magic as an assistant, pulls out 20 burgers and a large styrofoam cup and a thing of fries. And she's like, "I can't even comprehend this right now. How did you do that?" Or the other one, the first one on the episode was on Netflix was this guy was sitting at the bar, and the guys that host the show, he's in every scene, Michael Carbonaro. How do you say his name? Carbonaro. He pulls out a paper bag that's sitting right on the side, and he's got them all on display saying "shot to go" or "shot." I forget what it is, but he unfolds the paper bag that's all folded up and it's flat, and he pulls out a shot glass.
Huh.
And he gives it to him.
He is a great magician, and every episode is different. So the one episode he was at the burger place.
Yeah.
Next episode he's at a bar. I watched one episode he was doing he was at a car wash, and the lady comes up to check her car in, and he said, you know, do you want to leave the animals in the car? And she's like, I don't got any animals in the car. He opens up the back door and he pulls out chickens and hens and a ball python, sends the car through the car wash, and it comes out a completely different color. Like, he is legit. Like, when you watch his shit, it makes you like, how the fuck does he do this?
That's dope.
At the car wash one, the woman pulls up and he's like, "Did you notice this little scratch on your window?" And she's like, "Yeah, I've seen it, but I just deal with it." And she's like, "Do you want us to fix it?" And she says, "Well, how much is it going to cost?" And he takes something like a hammer or something and blasts out her window. Fucking breaks out her window, and she starts freaking like, "You broke my window! You broke my window!" And he's like, "No, that's the dealer window. Now you just go in and roll up your window, and there's another window in there." And for sure shit, he rolls up the window, and it rolls up, and she's like, "I didn't know I had two windows in here."
Like, this isn't a prop. Like, she just drove up in this car.
Wow.
It's wild. It is a good show though.
Yeah,
But
it's really fun.
like, I would, if I had to rate it, I would give it like a 8.5, 9.
Okay.
It's
hooked
on all
on
the
it.
time.
Hooked on it.
It's
Okay.
on all the time.
I'm going to check it out.
Yeah.
That and Practical Jokers.
Yep.
I saw that that's on Netflix now, too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was watching that too.
And Practical Jokers are still coming out with new episodes.
Yeah.
I can't
What's-
get enough of those guys.
Joe, he's just he just reminds me of a weirdo, real sleazy dude. Like when he was sitting on the toilet as his punishment, sitting on the toilet, and he had to open up the bathroom door
in the cafe. Yeah.
screaming for people, saying, "I need toilet paper! I need toilet paper!" in the middle of a packed restaurant. Dude, it was hilarious. Hilarious.
My late review this week, we just went and saw the new Halloween movie. So this is more or less a right on time review.
I'm excited
Right on
to hear your
time.
review on this because it looks really good.
Well, are you guys fans of the
Yeah,
Halloween
absolutely.
franchise?
I'm fans. I know of them.
Okay.
If I am not fully caught up on all the Halloweens, would I be able to see it?
Absolutely. So here's the thing. It kind of erases all the movies except for the first one.
Okay.
It just kind of it's kind of like a reboot in a way where they'd like cut out. It's like a direct sequel to the first one.
Okay.
It's kind of how they approach this, but it's just 40 years later. Like, it's as if he gets locked up at the end of the first one. Spoiler alert. And 40 years later, this is what happens.
Right.
And it's very intense.
LL Cool J never happened.
Never happened. Because, like, they say somewhere in the beginning of the movie, like, he killed 5 people 40 years ago. And, like, it's like, well, isn't there, like, 11 of these fucking movies? Like, he killed way more than 5 fucking people. But, like, then you kind of, you know, I've seen most of the movies, if not all of them. And I wouldn't say that I'm, like, a fan of it. The Halloween movies I watch because I can dig the serial killer kind of stuff. It's the supernatural shit that really bothers me. Like, I can't deal with like the Omen or like anything with like the kids getting like
Dude,
possessed
the
and shit.
Omen was fucking wild.
Exorcist kind of stuff. Like that stuff kind of freaks me out. The Ring, stuff like that.
Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, that stuff freaks me out.
Children of the Corn.
The Halloween stuff freaks me out just because it's like, you know, they have like the jumpy.
It's jump scares.
Yeah, jump scares. Which there's definitely quite a few in this movie.
You saw it tonight?
Yeah,
Okay.
it got Jackie pretty good a few times, and it got everybody in the place. A few, like there's a few scenes where everybody was like, "Wow!" You know what I mean? Like at the same time.
Movie Tavern or Regal?
Movie Tavern.
Okay.
Always. But I really enjoyed it. There's some gruesome parts in it. Like he goes hard in this movie.
Huh.
It's gritty as shit. But I will say that there's a lot of like he kills a bunch of people in this movie and it doesn't show a lot of them. Like it shows the body afterwards or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
But there's a couple kills in particular that it shows happen that are pretty fucking rugged.
Huh.
Pretty fucking rugged. I give it an 8.
Nice.
I give it an 8. It was a good, really good way to kind of pick up the series. Jamie Lee Curtis is a gangster.
I was
Yeah.
going to say, how did she do?
She's gangster.
Is she?
Yeah. She, like, basically her whole deal is that, like, she's been waiting for this her whole life, like ever since it happened. You know what I'm saying?
She's been waiting for him to come back.
Yeah, if
so
she's
she can
like
get her
she's
revenge.
locked and loaded, like she's ready to rock. She's like she's been training herself how to shoot, how to fight, how to do all this shit, and
She dies.
no, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna
Would
go
you
there.
ruin it?
No, I'm not gonna go there. She goes hard though. They straight up fight. Like it's hard. Yeah, it's dope. It was good. It was really good. So I liked it. Did everybody review something? Danny, you reviewed something. I did.
Yeah, I did the Connors.
Did everybody have a point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my point was the lottery.
So we're good.
Yeah.
We finished it. Well, we still have a couple minutes. Check out this little excerpt. I'm just going to play a little tiny preview of what's to come on Friday for Let's Talk About It. Here we go. I feel like hip hop is generally and always kind of has been run by, you know, dudes, hard, gangster, whatever. And it's always interesting to talk to women, at least for me, about hip hop, because a lot of hip hop also like objectifies women and kind of talks down about them.
Yeah, but you know, people always bring that up to me because I also am a feminist and I'm an activist. And I actively fight sexism and sexual violence and all this stuff. So a lot of people come to me and ask me like, how can you be into hip hop and a part of hip hop culture when it's so incredibly degrading to women? But the reality is that the world is degrading to women.
Yes. Wow.
Like what happens in hip hop as far as sexism is not much different than what happens in the woman's everyday life.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Sometimes it might be a little bit more magnified, but what dudes are saying on records, dudes are saying on the street too. To women's faces.
Right. And on social media, all in the DMs and the comment sections and stuff like that.
Right. So if I didn't want to be objected to that, I would have to leave Earth. So.
For real. All right. So that's a little excerpt of Let's Talk About It with Vanya.
Interesting. I can't wait to listen to the full interview on Friday.
Very cool stuff.
I'm kind of glad you're doing this whole thing.
We're even working on another show that would be on every other week when Novak and Franz isn't on. So every other Thursday.
Gotcha.
So we're jam packed with stuff right now. We're working on a lot of different things. I think that Let's Talk About It's going to be very interesting. I've reached out to a few people about doing an interview. I really enjoyed the no time limit. Like I thought it was really cool to be able to like ask the questions I wanted,
right, and
really let them like answer it and have a really good time. So I'm really excited to show everybody the first episode on Friday, but I'm also really, really excited to do more. So stay tuned, all that good stuff. What do you got for this week in history, Kev?
This week in history, October 24th, 1879, Thomas Edison invented a workable incandescent electric lamp.
Oh.
1879.
Wow.
We've had fucking lights.
Wow.
September 24th, 1931, the George Washington Bridge connecting New York and New Jersey opened to traffic. 1940, the 40-hour work week went into effect underneath the Fair Labor Act standard of 1938. And 1992, Toronto Blue Jays became the first non-U.S. team to win the World Series.
Wow. Very good.
Got him.
Great job tonight, guys. Both of you.
I had a phenomenal show. Not so much you, but I had a great show.
I don't know. Your performance last week was really great, Kev.
I'm sure it was. Because I wasn't even fucking here.
It was great. It was great.
By the way.
What?
If we had to what was your post about tag your first 5 people? I would trip your ass.
Yeah, so there was a post I shared on Facebook, and it was of the Halloween Michael Myers. and it said, share this post and put the @ symbol, and you can tag people. And it said the first 5 people, those are the people you got to fight Michael Myers with. It just so happened that my first 5 were us from Might Be News and the ladies from Relatable Radio.
There you go.
Just so happened it was just
Yes. And I said that I would just trip Kev and the rest of us could run to safety. While,
By the way, I'm much faster than you are.
dude, I can run really fast in really short distances. Like if I had to sprint from just a very short distance, I'd be fine. Sprint and hide.
I bet you I could outrun you. $20.
I bet you $20 that you could.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, I bet you $20 I could find a better hiding spot.
I doubt it. You're fucking 3 times the size as me.
I bet that between you and me, if we just started at the same spot with Michael Myers,
Yeah.
and it was a race to see who would die first, I bet you would die first.
I doubt that.
I would make fucking
you know
sure
why?
of that.
I could shoot better than you.
No
I
guns.
can run faster than you.
Yeah.
And I can get into smaller hiding spots than you.
Listen.
well, I'm fucked.
Great job tonight, Kev. I mean it.
Thanks.
Danny, amazing.
Thanks.
You, terrible.
I tell you
and
what,
I mean it.
when I hit the Mega Millions, I'll give you a portion of it.
Wow. What about you, Kev?
Kev said he's going to pitch you a fucking penny and piss on it.
You can go fuck yourself.
If I wanted, I'd keep Danny and go hire a real co-host.
Oh.
Motherfucker. All right. MBNnetwork.com. That's where you can find every fucking thing that we're doing. We're doing so much, and you want to go there and find it. Check us out on SoundCloud, iTunes. Very, 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 very soon, we're going to be on Spotify and other things like that, so we'll keep you posted on that. Follow us on Facebook, Might Be News Network. We're everywhere. We're doing a damn thing. Check us out. Peace out, Kevin.
See ya.
Peace out, Danny. Peace out. All right. We'll catch you guys next week. Thanks so much for listening. Peace out.